there is a big agenda going on. There is Agenda 21. Yeah, they want us to create. They're going to create a crisis, and it could be an alien invasion, fake alien invasion, the chemtrail in the skies, and possibly used as a big movie screen for fake alien invasion. Because now they're starting to talk more about aliens. But there's other crises that could drum up that will make the sheeple panic into giving up their sovereignty, and then they form a new world order. And there's also other agendas embedded within that. Is a big agenda, a Luciferian one. Check this out.
I want to live in a world where we still have polar bears. I want to live in a world where we can breathe cleaner air. Where we use more sustainable energy. Where we're doing everything we can to save what we have.
If you want to do something to help fight climate change, get a smart meter.
You see, there are two things that make the texture and taste of real beef, and that is the aroma and the blood. So what have these jackass scientists done? Well, they've had the aroma part down, and now they have found a way to make their plant-based meat bloody. In our bodies, in our blood, inside the red blood cells is a protein called hemoglobin, which gives blood its red color and is ultimately responsible for carrying oxygen from the lungs to and throughout the body. Heme is the non-protein iron-rich compound in hemoglobin, and these plant-based meat companies, such as one in particular, pride themselves for being able to replicate heme. But do not be fooled by this word, as heme is a Greek word that literally translates to blood.
Separating the truth from the lies. Underneath the Noonan, Georgia climate-engineered sky, you're about to receive a dose of the shock treatment. At the beginning of this video, this is going to be a hodgepodge of different things, but bear with me. At the beginning of the video, I showed you a commercial that is, what was I going to say? Promoting smart meters to save the climate. Can you imagine that? Smart meters. They're trying to say that, they save energy, just like the LED lights. No, contraire mon frere. Smart meters have lithium batteries that can explode at any time. Smart meters can be used as directed energy. If they don't like you, they can turn up the juice on a smart meter. Connected to the Internet of Things. It's not meant to save you energy. Since when is the government, with the LED lights that Obama rolled out, in the best interest to save you money? It's quite the opposite. It's all part of the plan. Just like this. It's all part of the agenda. The agenda. The agenda of the Luciferians. Fake meat industry makes plant-based blood out of yeast. They genetically modified yeast and combined that with the, the plants that they use, probably a pesticided variety. I'm sure it's all GMO, just like everything else these bastards try to push on us, and to make your supposed alleged vegan burger bleed. Now, I gotta ask you a question. First of all, they say to shop around the outer ring of the grocery store, if you go to a grocery store at all. All this stuff in here is processed food. It's got words that you can't pronounce. If you can't pronounce it, you don't want it. This is all garbage. And I see your shopping cart over there at the grocery store with your freaking aborted baby cells sody pop draped over the freaking damn shopping cart, and your processed food and your junk all in there. I see it. And it makes me wonder about the organic industry. Is it as organic as we think, the food that we're eating? You need to buy from farms if you can help it. But I got a question. How would you, if you've been into a cut celery, because I eat celery every day, and you saw blood coming out of it, wouldn't you freak out? That's not normal. It's every bit as not normal as if a person got cut and no blood came out, right? You know, the opposite. If we were the vegetable, if we acted like a vegetable, you know, we get a cut and no blood comes out. That's not normal. Same thing with this. This is not normal. All right? It's disgusting. It's satanic. It's part of their agenda. They get their rocks off of this stuff of feeding you junk. Don't you get it? Making you sick so you can run the big... And here's another thing. The soy is bad for you too. They're saying that soy can create... there's some kind of tryptophan or some kind of... something that's found in your body. It's something that's found in your body that prevents your body from internal bleeding, from cramping up, causing diarrhea, and it's whatever you have naturally in your body to prevent your internal bleeding, you know, to help prevent diarrhea and stuff like that. That's what's in. It's the opposite. It's in soy. So soy counteracts what's in your body. So if you're experiencing stomach pains, you know, bad symptoms, it's because soy is countering the natural elements in your body, natural things in your body, to keep it in check, to keep it balanced. Not only that, phytoestrogen. Soy contains a tremendous amount of phytoestrogen. So that's why we refer to these Antifa, skinny jean wearing, you know, these skinny little punks that want. They even try to act like they're tough. They're not tough. They live in the bottom of their mother's basement, basement of the house, right? All right, playing video games, Antifa and others just like that. And I see a lot of them. We call them soy boys. They go over there to Starbucks, which is Libby Lou land, and they get their soy-laden drinks, and they wonder why. Or maybe they're not wondering why, because they really are dummied down by the fluoride and, you know, the vaccines, which, don't get me started on that. And here's another way these Luciferians can get at you. This is something that I just found out not too long ago. Our hair is connected, kind of like, I guess, an antenna on ants and insects. That's how our hair acts. Our hair is connected to our nervous system and acts as an antenna. Many ancient cultures and religions know of this too. Our hair takes information from the environment and sends it to our brain stem through the limbic system and neocortex. It's said that this heightens our sensory awareness. However, many toxic hair products, such as shampoo and hair gels, inhibit these capabilities. It's unfreaking real. The ways that they try to get at us, and the deodorant, the antiperspirant underneath the armpit, with the aluminum in it, the deodorant, right? I know gelling up your hair can make your hair fall out because it's suffocating your scalp and your hair. You're supposed to let your hair breathe. That's what you need to go natural, no gunk. Go as natural as you can.
See it began back in 1968 when the Club of Rome, the origins of the environmental movement as we see it began back in 1968 when the Club of Rome was formed. The Club of Rome has been described as a crisis think tank which specialises in crisis creation. The main purpose of this think tank was to formulate a crisis that would unite the world and condition us to the idea of global solutions to local problems.
And then there's this, world's largest Ouija board. Take a look, world's largest Ouija board. A guy, I think his name was Rick Schreck, put this together, took a year to make, in Salem, Massachusetts, won the Ripley's Believe It or Not, world's largest Ouija board. He has a bunch of them, by the way, and his hopes, notice the sun simulator up there in the right-hand corner, and he hopes to, communicate with these spirits, big-time spirits, right? That's what he wants to do, weighing over 9,000 pounds, 99 sheets of plywood, ungodly amounts of stain, and it took him a year to make, and, you know, there's a society talking, what was it, a cult talking to the spirit society, paraphrased. You know, they're all loving this stuff, all the Luciferians. It's all part of the agenda. Just like the chemtrails in the upper right-hand corner. Just like that sun simulator that the brainwashed sheeple think is still the sun. It wasn't white like that, jackasses. It was golden. Now it's white. Take a look. Take a look. And over in Paradise, California, it was actually pulsing. It's sending out lasers to help the fire along. All right? Don't think they're not capable about that. There's a patent for that. There's a patent for that. So the agenda is really, it's a big deal, this agenda. You guys got to understand that. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It is everywhere, folks. And it's not going to stop until either we reach critical mass awareness and act accordingly, or, you roll over, bend over, and take it with no Vaseline. Continue to do so. But I'm telling you, it's not going to get any better. It's going to get a lot worse. And sooner or later, it's going to come to a bubble near you. Right? Your bubble's going to get burst if you don't wake up. And you're going to be in for a real shocker. I mean, this stuff is nerve-wracking finding out about the stuff as it is. But to actually be in your bubble and just all of a sudden get blindsided by this, when it hits the fan, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. If you don't wake up now. And that's what we're trying to get you to do. Wake up. I mean, the stuff that's in the chemtrails is causing people's hands to look like that. Morgellons. The aluminum can cause Alzheimer's. And the government considers us as wetware. They already have the hardware. They already have the software. We're wetware. So the 5G was really going to be tampering with our frequencies and the aluminum that's in our system, because we're 70+% water. Think about that. Heavy metal particulates in the fluids in you, and all of a sudden here come the frequencies. Now do you get it, antenna? Now do you get it, slave? Now do you get it, party people and party sheeple? Predictive programming also in the Hollywood movies with the nanobots, the nanotechnology that's been in making for a long time. I picked up a book from the library back in 2009. It was a brand new book talking about nanotechnology. It was above my pay grade at the time. And then there's the black goo. There's Hollywood predictive programming on everything. Yeah, folks, yeah. It's an agenda. From the smart meters marketing it as a good thing, to the bleeding vegetables, to the nanotechnology and the nanobot fires out in California using directed energy, to the big pharma vaccines. Let me tell you a little story real quick. A woman at the gym, her husband had taken, and they're probably in the 60s, low 60s, took the pneumonia shot, I should say, back in September. Guess what? Came down with the worst case of flu ever. This is a guy that's balls to the walls, always working, constantly. She says he never stops working. He's always out in the yard doing something. He works hard at work. I mean, the guy never sits down. Never. But he's been pretty much sidelined for over a week now. I said, well, did he get the pneumonia? He said he wanted to get the flu shot. I said, well, did he get a pneumonia shot? She said, oh yeah, he got one in September. I said, well, there you go. You don't want the flu shot? Unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable where we're at today. You gotta wake up, man. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff. It's a big agenda. And it's also depopulation Georgia Guidestones. I know, you check in and check out. Attention span of a goldfish. I'm used to it. So I'm going to stop right there. Alexa, what is chemtrails? Chemtrails, a clandestine government operation. Listen, my ear is still stopped up for a week. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go get it drained, which means I have to go to one of those Revish walk-in clinics. Unbelievable. And it's ringing like crazy. So I'm going to stop this. Know that there's an agenda. Know that there's a lot of bad, crazy things going on, including with the freaking commies in Congress with this stupid impeach BS because they lost the 2016 election. It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable where we're at. You better get your soul right with Jesus, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. You'll be meeting this guy. You see that?
White block. Okay, so I'm just going to show you, without even clicking on his channel.
If you don't get your soul right with Jesus, 6 to the 666, all right? If you don't get your soul right with Jesus. Because you're going to be living when you take the last breath in here. It's just going to be an eternity, whether up or going down. Yeah, there you go. All right. I might squeeze one more out. And then it's the weekend for the next shock treatment. Holla.